So our presentation looked at some of the initiatives and the positive outcomes we've had with student interactions, student internships, pharmacy fellowships, and co-ops within our organizations. A lot of the times we spend looking at technology innovations and investments that we want to do within our organizations to enhance what we do, but it's also really great to invest in the future of our staffing and activities. So it's a great opportunity to bring students in, learn more about what we do in our industry, and hopefully bring them in when they're done with school. In industry, I see we're continuing to see more tightening and advancing timelines. It's always more important just based on how the industry is going with accelerating our time to clinic, which helps really get those drugs out there for patients sooner.
The biggest current trend that we are noticing, not only for Novartis, but all of pharmaceuticals, is radiopharmaceuticals. So as you can see, a lot of the big pharma is now investing billions of dollars on radiopharmaceuticals, and Novartis is number one in radiopharmaceuticals, and there are a lot of smaller pharma companies that solely focus on radiopharmaceuticals. So really the trend in 2 to 3 years is going to be focused on radiopharmaceuticals. And what's key about that, and what really fits with this conference, is that the distribution for radiopharmaceuticals is key, because the expiry dating for these products are only 5 days or less. And to be able to transport medication across the world, across the United States, is going to be key for a lot of the vendors in this industry.
Well, what we are seeing nowadays is supply chain is becoming more and more expensive. The reason for that is because the medicines used as so-called comparators are very expensive. The majority of them are monoclonal antibodies that they have to be transported in cold chain. So you have expensive products, expensive transportation, and you have an expanded need for global supplies. Put all these things together, then certainly cost is something that we are experiencing currently in the industry.
It's definitely pressure from management in terms of cost consolidations, reduction in spend, reduction in waste. I think they want to know what kinds of technologies we could seek out to help us in that endeavor. I think some of the other trends we're seeing is that there's a lot of unexpected challenges cropping up in the world, such as with natural disasters and perhaps with conflict in war zones.
The biggest thing I saw in polling the audience was that more people are starting to try AI, and their level of comfort with it may be a little bit different from person to person or company to company. But the trend exists where people want to see how they can incorporate it, how they can use it, and the curiosity is exciting to me.
There's a lot, honestly, happening in the industry. What I'm taking from the event the last 2 days here, there's a lot happening around integrations. That's a major topic. Obviously, well, we're on the software side of things, so it's something that we're very aware of. Vendor management, there were a lot of talks around how to partner with your vendors for a more efficient supply chain.
Although there's a lot of great and innovative technology that's being introduced or had been introduced over the years in the market, there is a risk associated with wanting to introduce new technologies while companies are looking to be a little bit more risk averse based on their budgets.
Seeing a lot of great collaboration and collaborating tools, the use of AI, some system integration, and just really relationship building.
Some trends that we're starting to notice, there's a lot of trials going on with the COVID vaccines. A lot of people in the industry are trying to understand the technology with that, and we are seeing some of the weight loss drugs be a very popular market in the industry. Oncology as well, there's a lot of trials. Cancer's one of the most important things that we have to work on curing. So the amount of work that BAP does and the rest of the pharmaceutical industry, it's kind of geared towards the oncology and the weight loss is what I'm noticing.